Why is this man laughing? He's Poughkeepsie Mayor John Tkazyik, and for the past 2 years he's run the city on the quick and easy, aided and abetted by the Republicans on the Common Council. Led by Council Chairman Lee Klein, the Republicans have enabled the mayor to operate with little transparency and even less oversight. And the mayor has taken advantage, often blurring the facts on issues and skirting the regulatory review process. He dribbles out project details only after the GOP rubber stamps approvals. When questioned at council meetings by the public, Tkazyik hides behind meeting rules and is protected by the chairman. It is even against Mr. Klein's rules for the public to mention the mayor by name.
You must say to this mayor, nothing personal, Mayor Tkazyik, but we aim to protect the system of checks and balances.
This is not
because it's the best system of government.
Excuse me. This is my meeting, ma'am. You will be out of here in a minute.
It is no wonder, then, that the city is in such a mess. Take the waterfront, for example. With Klein's help, Mr. Tkazyik has privatized parkland areas and given exclusive rights to those areas with no public review. A contract to privatize the Ice House in Warriors Park, the first 2 years for free, gives exclusive use of the outside patio areas to the developer. There was no review by the Waterfront Advisory Committee or the Planning Board. No public discussion, and, not surprisingly, the project is in limbo. But the State Parks Department said that it is illegal to allow exclusive use agreements on public parkland. The State Parks Department also called illegal the mayor's exclusive use agreement for a private tour boat company to operate from a public dock at Warriors Park. Again, GOP approval with no review by the Waterfront Advisory Committee. Chairman Klein called it a simple license agreement. The state called it illegal. There was no public hearing, no environmental review, no advisory committee review. Now the city is being sued for essentially making parkland private. And the mayor didn't stop there. He and the GOP on the council have very nearly privatized one of the most historic areas of the city at Upper Landing. A year ago, the mayor signed a preferred developer contract to sell the Upper Landing property to private use, even though in buying the land in 2005, the city had agreed that, quote, the purchase of this property reflects the city's responsibility to acquire and hold in the public trust for public benefit waterfront properties of significance, and demonstrates the city's commitment to waterfront access by its citizens, unquote. Of course, there is no such thing as a preferred developer in the city charter, nor was there any public discussion or decision to sell this historic property. Mayor Tkazyik simply acted behind closed doors, ignored the earlier resolution to hold the property in the public trust, and signed a contract with a developer. But again, state municipal law prohibits the sale of waterfront land without the approval of the legislature. And not surprisingly, there was no public environmental review, no review by the Waterfront Advisory Committee. But that didn't stop Lee Klein from putting on the Common Council agenda a resolution to rezone and sell the Upper Landing property. Even though it is illegal to sell waterfront property, he later pulled the resolution over a dispute with the developer. On the southern waterfront, the latest phase of the Shadows Marina, including a never-before-mentioned 2-story building, had no review by the Waterfront Advisory Committee, as required by law. The Tkazyik administration also redirected sidewalk repair funds used in other parts of the city to provide a walkway in front of the marina. And, as if on cue, Mayor Tkazyik then spent more than $165,000 for a fireboat because the tour boat and marina were now operating on the waterfront. So why is Mayor Tkazyik laughing? That answer will be up to Poughkeepsie voters.